Riza Diaz. The health department denies underreporting of COVID-19 infections in the country. This came as an apparent response to Octa research fellow Guido David, who said leaving out positive antigen tests has resulted in many underreported cases. But the DOH explained that while antigen test results are not yet counted in the reports, the agency is monitoring these through their regional offices. Moreover, even with the observed increase in infections, the DOH stressed the importance of keeping hospital beds and COVID-19 ICU utilization rates low. Meanwhile, the DOH says recent monkeypox outbreaks abroad are generally affecting the younger population. With this, Undersecretary Beverly Ho told the big story that most patients are not usually hospitalized due to the virus. She added that those infected appear to recover at home fairly well and the chances of dying from the disease is much less. Ho emphasized, however, that the virus is still infectious, hence the need for proper adherence to minimum health standards. The Philippines has detected its first case of the monkeypox virus on Friday.
People are not usually hospitalized for this condition. They can recover at home fairly well. The fatality is also, the chances of dying from it is also much less. And that makes you want to, reassure the public that it's not fatal. However, it is infectious.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Some residents in Abra remain uncertain about their safety following the magnitude 7 tremor that hit parts of Northern Luzon last Wednesday. Juan Gualvez with the details.
Smashed walls, knocked down ceilings, tons of stuff lying around, and a lot of cracks everywhere. These are just some of the damages sustained by an Anao integrated school from the magnitude 7 quake in Tayum, Abra. Teachers like Robert cannot help but get anxious, especially a magnitude 4.6 aftershock suddenly happened right as he was being interviewed.
Natatakot po kasi akong baka matabunan kami. So parang mas gusto na lang namin dito sa labas magturo.
DepEd continues its monitoring and assessment on the situation of schools as classes are slated to begin August 22. They're studying whether to delay the start of classes in affected areas or to put makeshift classrooms in what they call tent-type spaces. Aside from schools, there were also heavy damages on the Church of Tayum or the St. Catherine of Alexandria Church, which was built in 1803. Part of the bell tower crumbled and the church itself almost got halved because of the long crack that suddenly appeared in the middle. The church is set for restoration, but while it's not yet happening, churchgoers pray that there will no longer be any more damages as aftershocks continue. The shaking also continues in the town of Lagangilang. The municipal hall here is off limits to employees because of the damages. That's why they're currently holding office in open spaces and the garage.
Siyempre may mga aftershocks pa. We were also advised by the provincial government na as much as possible, hindi muna kami papasok doon. So mas gusto namin doon sa opisina, nakakatrabaho naman kami sa labas.
In Barangay Nagtipulan, the effect of the quake was very pronounced in the chapel from the outside to the altar. Almost every house inside also got damaged by the quake. Residents fear their homes would totally fall off, especially because aftershocks continue.
Kung kailangan gibain, sir, kailangan gibain. Kasi delikado na din po yun. Ano na yung mga pader doon, may crack na din. Kasi pag itutuloy mo yan, lagyan mo lang ng ano, baka kunting lindol lang.
Yun nga.
Natumba sa'yo. Hindi namin alam kung paano ayusin kasi ngayon wala nang pera.
Like in other places, people here choose to stay outside their homes. One of them is 83-year-old Philomena. She has a lot of wounds and bruises on her arms and legs after hollow blocks fell on her during the quake. She believes her faith in God saved her. Fivox meanwhile clarifies that not everyone needs to stay outside their homes.
Mahirap sa labas kasi yung weather, yung mga insekto na nandyan. So para lang maging, at syempre pag nasa labas ka hindi ka makatulog talaga ng maayos. Baka pwede na silang pumasok para makatulog sila ng mas maayos, mas maging kampante sila. Yung mga aftershocks, sabi ko nga, mangyayari siya at mangyayari. Kung ano yung ginawa nila nung malakas na lindol, kung nag-drop cover and hold sila, ganun pa rin yung gagawin nila.
In Abra Cervantes Road, we saw a payloader pushing off a huge chunk of rock that's blocking a part of the road. While in other roads, there are also big rocks as well. These are just remnants of the landslides that happened after the huge quake. On Baay Bridge, there were huge cracks branching off to the sides caused by the quake. This bridge connects the towns of Lagangilang and Bukay. Part of the bridge is impassable as authorities plug the cracks with soil to temporarily avert seepage of water. Due to the extent of the quake, it left long and huge cracks here in Baay Bridge. An even bigger problem is part of its wall separated from the actual bridge. If in the event there would be a strong aftershock, chances are not only the wall will fall off, but also the entire part of this bridge. Alagang Kapatid Foundation has also started giving away relief packs to residents affected by the quake. For News 5, Mon Gualvez, we are One News.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. President Bongbong Marcos has appointed Filipino businessman Jerry Acuzar as head of the Housing and Urban Development Coordinating Council. Acuzar is the owner of a real estate company New Jose or New San Jose Builders and founder of Heritage Hotel Resort Las Casas Filipinas in Bataan. Meanwhile, Interior Secretary Benher Abalos Jr. has ordered the National Police to tighten security in Lamitan City, Basilan. This comes after the slaying of retired policeman Rolando Yumol, father of the suspect in the Ateneo shooting incident last Sunday. And Pag-asa says Tropical Depression Esther has slowed down over the Philippine Sea east of extreme Northern Luzon. Esther is said to be enhancing the southwest monsoon or habagat, which will bring rains in some parts of the country today. Now, for more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.